Hey friends, what's up and welcome back to the Shuffle Circle. Tyler here, aka B-Girl Dern, and today I am very excited because I am breaking down the choreo for Jax, and we're a couple days away from my class in Tampa. So I had a class in Jacksonville, Florida, at which I taught a really beautiful choreo to I Remember by Deadmau5, and I'm going to share that with you guys, but I'll be teaching something completely different in Tampa because I want to make each experience really unique. I want to make it something that only the people who get to come out have for those couple of weeks, and then I'll, put it on the internet mostly for those people who are in class so that they can make sure that they practice it correctly going forward, but also so the rest of the world can join in on the fun. So before we dive right into that, I just want to say if this is your first time at theshufflecircle.com, don't forget to become a member of our website via the members tab up there, so that way you can receive email notification anytime new content drops, like this blog post containing a choreo or one of our mini tutorials that are always free for the first 24 hours they come out, or merch or event tickets like for the Jacksonville or Tampa class coming up. P.S. Bridget and I will be linking again very soon for a class together, but she's also going to be hosting more local classes in Austin. So make sure to get up in the inner circle, guys, so you can stay in the loop. Alrighty guys, so Bridget and I did this for our class in Miami. I did it for my class in Jacksonville, but what I'm going to share with you is a little technique that I use to get myself shuffling to the music that I actually want to shuffle to faster than you would be able to without doing this. So what I like to do is, if there's a track that's really fast for me, I like to download it and then slow it down a little bit, so that way I can work my way up to being able to hit that track full speed. So what I'm gonna do is include a link in the description of this video that will take you to a place where you can download a slowed version of this song to sort of slowly warm you up to this faster speed, because this track is trance, so it's pretty fast. So yeah, start with this slowed version of the song if you feel like it's a little fast for you, and then you can take it to like the regular speed of the track. So before we get into breaking it down, let me show you a video of me performing this so you can catch the vibe, and then we'll fall right in. So this choreo is composed primarily of running men and T-steps. It's a beginner to intermediate choreo. Beginner because it's mostly those beginner moves, but it is intermediate, I think, because it's pretty fast. So not only is the goal to get you comfortable with basics and a few new tricks, but the goal is to really get you comfortable with the speed. So in my opinion, what makes shuffling so special to watch is that ability to keep that consistent pace going. So of course, there is potential for musicality moments where you stop that consistent stomp and you can interact with a sound effect other than the bass line. But for me, when I see someone do a long string of consistent running man that's hitting every bass line, the longer it goes, the more impressed I am. So that's kind of our goal here, is to really embrace what makes shuffling look cool, which is that consistent stomp. We're not going to break that a bunch of times with a bunch of like moves that would make it a fusion choreo, if you will. So the first 8 count is primarily running man. I'm gonna turn around and we're gonna start breaking this guy down. So we're gonna start, as the Shuffle Circle calls it, in universal transition point in the right foot. We're up here on and. 1 is gonna be this right foot falling to the back. Simultaneously, the left is gonna pop up. That's 1. We come back to where we started on and then we finish the 8 count with running man. So again, starting from here, we go 1 and finish with running man. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and finish with the left foot up. Let's do that one more time. So starting with the right foot, 5, 6, 7, we fall back on 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time. Right foot, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now I like to make that one look like I'm almost trying to catch up with the beat there because it kind of sort of maybe came up out of nowhere. So I like to make it dramatic. I'm always like 1 and 2, 3. Add your flavor there. So I'm gonna go ahead and add on the second 8 count because the first one was pretty simple. So we finished with the left foot up on the and after 8. From here, this left foot is gonna just step back, and then we're gonna change the direction that our toes are facing on 2. So again, from the left foot up, we go 1, 2. From here, we're gonna do a 360. Right foot's gonna turn around. We're gonna step on 3, step with the left on 4. So let's do that again. We finish here with the left up. We go 1, 2, 3, 4. Get this right up on and. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and. Now from here, we're gonna do a spin. This right foot is gonna get some momentum by coming up to here to the left, and then we're gonna flick it around. So that right foot from transition point, I kind of take it up to my left, and then I whip it around on 6, 7. We're gonna throw down and jump on 8, land on 1. So that 8 count again, ready? Left foot, we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, throw down 8, land 1. Again, left foot, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5, 6, 7, 8, land 1. So again, this spin, we're just whipping it around, and then we tuck it under, pull it in, throw down on 8, land 1. So let's count that through from the beginning a couple times, nice and slow, and then we'll do it with the music, the first 2 8 counts before we move forward. So we go 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, land 1. So we go 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, land 1. So let's keep trucking along. We finish, we land that jump on 1. From here, we're gonna do 2 T-steps with the right, running man to switch, and then 2 T-steps with the left. So we land on 1, T-step 2, and 3, and 4, and 5, and 6, and from here, we're gonna do a little 7, and 8, and. So that 8 count again, we land on 1, 2 T-steps, 1 running man, 2 T-steps, forward, back, forward, back. So we go land 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8, and finish with the left foot up. That 8 count again, we land on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and. All right, so let's count it through again all the way from the beginning. So we go 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, land 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and. So we go 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Land 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And all right, so we're gonna move right along, but don't forget to rewind before you get too far ahead and you get confused if it's not settling in right. So we finished 7 and 8 and. So from here it's gonna be 3 running men, 1 and 2 and 3 and then from here we're gonna do what the shuffle circle calls a little pump back. So I'm gonna show you from the side. Left foot jumps forward, right foot extends on 4, pull it back in on and. So I'll show you from the side, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. One more time with the left foot up, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. We're gonna finish this 8 count with 2 more running men and then a little bit of a musicality moment. So 2 more running men on 5 and 6 and from here it's gonna be kick, cross, plant, toes, down. So that happens on 7 and 8 and 1. So for your toe stall, I want to talk about that a little bit. So you don't want to have your feet really open up this way or anything. We want to keep everything really tight and you want to squat, push forward, and then fall back. So show you from the side. I'm pushing my hips and feet forward and then I fall back, but squat into that. So we go 3 running men, pump back, 2 running men, kick, cross, plant, toes down. So that goes 3 running men, 1, 2, 3, pump back, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1. So let me do it from the front. We start with the left foot. 1, 2, 3, pump back, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1. One more time, I'm going to turn around and then we're going to count it through all the way from the beginning. So starting with those 3 running men, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1. So let's count it through all the way from the beginning. So we go 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Land 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8, and 1. Alrighty, so moving right along. From there she goes, all to the love. So we are going to take a little break in this 8 count essentially. It's going to give you a little bit of a breather moment. So we finish on 1, we planted. We're gonna take 2 and 3 to spin around on the all to. So we go 1, 2, 3. Nice little slow. So that's 2 counts for 1 360. We land 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3. You're back at the front. So 4 is going to consist of me throwing my arms down on 4 and jumping in the air. So that's 4. I'm jumping up and backwards a little bit on 4. So we go 7 and 8 and 1, spin 2, 3, 4, landing left, right on and 5. So left before the right. We go 4 and 5. We're gonna finish with kick, running man kick on 6, 7, 8. 6, 7, 8. Let's do that 8 count again. We go 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. One more time, just that 8 count, and then we're going to count it through in the beginning before we finish her off. So we go 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. So we go 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Land 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. So we go 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Land 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. All right, so we finish with a kick on 8. From here, it's going to be 2 running men on 1 and 2 and then we're going to do what the shuffle circle calls a toe drug running man. So we're going to go out on 3 with a pointed toe in the back, pull that in on and. Same side on 4 and. So that was 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. Same thing on the other side twice. We jump directly though to 5 and 6 and. Finish this 8 count with a little 7, 8. Open those arms and legs, pull it all up. So 2 running men, 2 toe drug running man on each side. Open, close it up. So that goes, starting with the left foot, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. One more time, just that 8 count, and then we're going to count it through all the way from the top. So we go 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7, 8. Just one more 8 count, guys. Let's count it through and perform from the top, and then we'll add the end. So we go 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Land 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're gonna finish pretty simple. We're gonna finish with a 3-step rock on each side. So we finished 7, 8, we're gonna come up on and then it's gonna be 3 T-steps and a running man, wherever you want them. 1, 2, 3, switch. 4, same thing other side. 5, 6, 7, but instead of a running man, we're gonna do a musicality moment. She goes, to let go. We're gonna do to let go. So basically what's happening there is I'm just doing 2 little hops on to let. Mine are my heels and then my toes. You don't have to do that directly though. It can just be boom, boom, boom. So just exaggerating there at the end. So I go to let go, oh. So again, 3 T-steps, 1 running man, 3 T-steps, and then after that 3rd T-step, it's really quick. It goes 5, 6, 7, to let go. Let's do that whole last 8 count. So we do 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, to let go. So it's just a little 3-step rock on each side. To let go. Let's count it through all the way from the top. So we go 5, 6, 7, 8, 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Land 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, to let go. So now I'm going to talk you through another technique I use to help the memorization process, which is to kind of refer to each 8 count based on their tricks. The running man and the T-step are kind of the fillers in between the moments where I want to have a musicality interaction with a trick on a certain sound effect. So you'll notice me counting basics, but then I have a little terminology to help me remember what trick comes next. So I'll do this with you a couple times and then we're going to start doing it with the music all the way through. So we go 5, 6, 7, pump back on 1 and 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, step back, swivel, step, step, 5, 6, 7, down, 8, land 1, T, T, switch, T, T, left, right, 1, 2, 3, pump back, 5, 6, 7 and 8 and 1, 2, 3, throw, left, right, kick, running man, kick, 1, 2, toe, 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 open, close, back, side, cross, switch, back, side, cross, to let go. So when I create those kind of like easily remembered sort of really short sentences to refer to each 8 count, it's almost like I remember the song that I'm singing along with the moves. Just a little technique that might help you, that helps me. Don't forget, I'm gonna be hitting a slowed version right here. Try to hit the faster version once you feel really comfortable with this choreo. Final thing I want to say before I start performing is don't forget that once you've got this all memorized, it's time to add your flavor to those running mans, whether they be Malaysian, whether they have hands on them, maybe they're cutting shapes or Miami steps. Make them your own. And maybe you love to spin. This doesn't have to be 1 spin. That can be like 3 spins and then a really sharp throw down because there's time for it. Push the choreo, make it your own while still executing all the challenges.